Hello everyone, this side Manisha Mishra, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, Applied Science Department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. And this college is affiliated to Maharshi Dayanand University, Rohtak. And this video will cover the topic geometric mean and harmonic mean. So first, why we are studying geometric mean and harmonic mean. So first one, what is geometric mean? So geometric mean is a mean or average which indicates the central tendency. We all have our measurement to measure our central tendency. So I told you arithmetic mean, median, mode, everything. But there is another method to measure the central tendency. So geometric mean is a mean or average which indicates the central tendency. And definition is geometric mean is the nth root of the product of n variables. It is a special type of average to find the average of ratios and average percent of change or growth rate over a number of years. So basically this is the nth root of the product of n variables. If we have n variables, suppose let us consider x1, x2 and so on xn be our n variables. So nth root will be your 1 by n, x1, x2 and so on xn to the power 1 by n, and we can write it square root of nth root of x1 into x2 into x3 and so on xn. So this is your geometric mean formula. And there is a condition here. Condition is it is not suitable when any of the variable is 0 or negative, because if any of the variable will be 0, then whole multiplication will be 0. So this is not possible for the variable 0. Now next one is another formula. If x1, x2, xn occur with frequency f1, f2, f3 and so on fn respectively, then geometric mean is equal to x1 to the power f1, x2 to the power f2 and so on xn to the power fn to the whole power. That means this is your nth root. So nth root of the x1 to the power f1, x to the power f2 and so on xn to the power fn. Why we are writing this formula as, because x1 is given, x1 frequency is given f1, x2 frequency is given f2, xn frequency is given fn times. So that means x1 is given fn times. Suppose 2 to the power 2 is given, then we can say 2 is given 2 times. 3 to the power 4, that means 3 is given 4 times. So here we are saying that x1 is given f1 times. So there is another formula. Frequency is given, then we will use this formula. Frequency is not given, then we will use direct formula. Now where n is equal to summation f, and summation f is your f1 plus f2 plus and so on fn. So this is your geometric mean formula. There are two formula. First one is your this one, and second one is this one. Now the geometric mean of rate of return may also be calculated by the following formula. If rate of return is given, then you can calculate your geometric mean by use this formula, where r is equal to rate of change. So basically I will discuss with you geometric mean definition, how to find geometric mean formula, geometric mean uses and geometric mean example, and also merits and demerits of geometric mean. So we have our formula, geometric mean formula is here. Now next one is important features of geometric mean. So what is the important features of geometric mean? Uh, Hold a minute. Yeah, important features of geometric mean. First one, it can be calculated when all variables are positive, right? We can calculate it only for positive variables. It is always less than arithmetic mean. Yeah, I told you arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is your the total variable upon total number of variable. So it always be less than arithmetic mean, because in arithmetic mean there is no square root. If and here is square root, and in the by the square root, you will get your smaller value. So unlike arithmetic mean, it is not affected by extreme values because it gives less weight to extremely large value. If suppose your value is large and you will take root of that value, then you will get a smaller one value. So it is not affected by extreme large values. Next one is important uses of geometric mean. So what is the important use of geometric mean? First one, it is used for measuring the rate of growth or rate of decline involving multiplicative impacts like compound interest, depreciation on written down value. So this is your first measurement, use. Second one, it is used for finding the average of ratios and consider the best technique for the construction of index number. Third one, there are many social and economic situations where large weights are assigned to small values and small weights are assigned to large values. Basically, main feature of main uses of geometric mean is that it is used for finding the average. Means all the 3 points are clear, and showing that geometric mean use is only for the average. So geometric mean, we just find only for the average or rate of growth or something like that. There is an example I just want to tell you, that geometric mean can give a meaningful value to compare two companies which are each rated 0 to 5 for their environmental sustainability. That means we are just finding the average of all the companies or bank or whatever, because large values are given, so we can convert large amount of values into a smaller one by taking the roots of the unity. So another one, there is a question here: from the following values calculate the geometric mean. So 0 0.5, 1 to 16, that means x1 is given 0 0.5, x2 is given 1, x3 is given 2, and x4 is given 16, and total number n is given 4. That means we are taking fourth root of unity. So square root of n is given 4 and all the values are here. Now square root of 16 and taking you another root of unity. That means 16 taking LCM, and it will be fourth root of unity. So just 16 go, we can write 16 as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 four times. So 2 is taking 4 times and we are taking fourth root of unity. So our geometric mean is 2. Just try to understand this part, because lots of students may make a sense or make a think in a wrong way that how we can write here 2. So just here fourth root of unity, na ki square root of unity. So just taking fourth root of unity of 16. So you can write 16 as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 four times. So we are taking fourth root of unity. So we will take only 2 is here. That means you are आप पेयर बनाओगे 4 के लिए, मीन्स 2 का पेयर, आपको 2 का पेयर बनाना है, वो भी फोर्थ टाइम. तो 2 into 2 into 2 into fourth time. So just you will get only 1 here, 2 is here. Now next example is here: calculate geometric mean from the following data. So this is your following data. So x is given and log x is given. So we are using that anti-log formula because log x is given here. And so we will use only this one formula. Geometric mean is equal to anti-log of anti-log of this one, al summation log x upon n is equal to anti-log 9.0499. This is our summation log x. This one, this is our summation log x, and just put the value of here and you will get your answer. Now what we will get here, basically lesson summary. What is lesson summary? So just we learn how to define the geometric mean, which is the nth root of a group of n factors, how to find the geometric mean of any group of numbers, and how to apply the geometric mean to situations when where growth rates are determined by multiplication, not addition, or not addition, and how to write and use the formula of geometric mean. So all the topics are basically we have already discussed here. Now next one is your uh, harmonic mean. So what is your harmonic mean? Harmonic mean is the reciprocal of the arithmetic mean of the reciprocals of the variables. So harmonic mean is also exactly like an harmonic mean is one of several uh, rates of average, the kinds of average. Means this is also an average. So harmonic mean is often used to calculate the average of the ratios or rates. It is the most appropriate measure of ratios and rates because it equalizes the weight of each data point. That means, what is the meaning of this line? That means we are just, if we are finding the average or rates of any data, then we will convert our data into smaller one data, and the जो भी हमारे पास data होगा या जो भी होगा वो equalize हो जाएगा. So basically the definition is, main definition is, harmonic mean is the reciprocal of the arithmetic mean of the reciprocal of the variables. It can only be calculated for non-zero variables. So there is a point here, non-zero variable, and in geometric mean there is also a non-zero variable. So just remember these 2 points, that in geometric mean and in harmonic mean variable must be non-zero. So harmonic mean definition, just look at the formula. Harmonic mean is equal to, it is the reciprocal of the arithmetic mean. So first you have to learn arithmetic mean. So what is your arithmetic mean? X1 plus x2 plus x3 plus and so on xn upon n. So it is the reciprocal of the arithmetic mean. So reciprocal of the arithmetic will be your n upon something, means your variables. Now another line is of the reciprocal of the variables. So if you have x1, x2, x3 and so on xn variable, then the reciprocal of this variable will be 1 upon x1, 1 upon x2 and so on 1 upon xn. So it is the reciprocal of the arithmetic mean, means n upon reciprocal of the variable. So n upon 1 upon x1, 1 upon x2 plus and so on 1 upon xn. This is the exactly formula which is coming from your definition. So you can, if you learn this formula, then you can write your definition. If you have your definition, then you can make a formula here. Now harmonic mean is equal to, suppose if frequency is given, that means x1 is given f1 times, x2 is given f2 times, x3 is given fn times, then your formula will be converted into n upon f1 upon x1 plus f2 upon f2 plus and so on fn upon xn. So this is the another formula, and there is an example here to calculate harmonic mean from the following data. So you have your data 10, 13, 8, 4, 5. That means first one variable x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. And your formula is n upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 plus and so on 1 upon xn. So n is your 5. So 5 upon this value. And after calculation, so a harmonic mean is equal to 6.65. There is another example by the for the second formula. From the following frequency distribution, if frequency is given, then you will use your second formula. So x is given, f is given, hm is equal to n upon this formula, and by using this formula you will get your answer 24.12. So this is the meaning of harmonic mean and formula. Now there is another one, weighted harmonic mean. As I told you, weighted arithmetic mean same as it is weighted harmonic mean. So summation w is upon summation w upon x. That means if you have variables x1, x2, x3 and so on xn, then um, summation 1 upon x1, 1 upon x1, 1 upon x2 plus and so on 1 upon xn. If weight is here, then some n is equal to summation w. So summation w upon summation w1 upon x1 plus w2 upon x2 plus and so on wn upon xn. So that will be your weighted harmonic mean. Now there is an example here, calculate weighted harmonic mean from the following data. So x is given and weight is given. So just find summation W. So summation W is your 20, and find there is just make a data table. So first column is your x, second column is your w, third column is your 1 by x, and fourth column is your w upon x. So just write x is here, w is here, 1 by x, and summation w upon x, and calculate. This is your exercise. So just calculate yourself, and there is an answer to match. So match your answer. Is this correct or not? Now, there is a relation among arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic mean. So, arithmetic mean is always a greater one to geometric mean and to harmonic mean. So, first one is arithmetic mean is greater or equal to geometric mean is greater or equal to harmonic mean. And there is an example to related above formula. The arithmetic mean and geometric mean of two number are 15 and 10 respectively. So find harmonic mean. So if harmonic mean, arithmetic mean, two mean are given, then you can calculate your third one. So just 10 square is equal to 15 into HM, and harmonic mean is equal to 20 by 3. And now, merits and demerits of your harmonic mean. So, first of all, what is the use of harmonic mean? Just I want to discuss this use of harmonic mean. Harmonic mean is used to determine the average for financial multiples such as price to earning ratios. That means if large value are given, then you will convert your large value by using harmonic mean to into a smaller one. So merits of harmonic mean. Next is your merits of harmonic mean. It is based on all items. As you can see that harmonic mean are using all the variables, all the values, all the items, all the elements. And second one, harmonic mean is suitable for obtaining the correct value for the central tendency. Combined harmonic mean, you can write 1 upon n1 plus n2, n1 upon harmonic mean of first one plus n2 upon harmonic mean of second. It is least affected by sampling fluctuation. It is rigidly defined. Demerits of harmonic mean, it is based on tradition calculus. That means calculation is hard, and it is unfit in case of zero or negative values. If suppose you have a variable 0, then this is not suitable for a variable 0. And then if negative value are given, then you cannot calculate your harmonic mean. So today I will just discuss two topics, and next topic will be I will discuss in another next video. And I hope this video you will like. And next topic in next video will be your standard deviation. So I think this video is sufficient for harmonic mean and geometric mean. So thank you.